You can watch the best parts of this series at MedCircle.com. We finished filming a series for MedCircle members on OCPD, and I learned that this is one of, or the only one of the personality disorders that actually has a criteria that has to do with money. Can you talk about what that is?
One of the criteria for OCPD is this a miserly style of dealing with money. Miserly. So even though they have the money, they don't want to spend it, not on other people and not on themselves. It's as though that money is something to be hoarded for future emergencies that never come up.
That doesn't sound that bad to me.
It doesn't, except that it can cause real consternation amongst the other people around the person. So they won't split the check. They won't want to participate in a gift exchange. They will be very ungenerous when it comes to even giving children gifts. And they've got the money. You know, remember, miserliness, that word implies you've got the money and you don't want to spend it. It's like Scrooge.
Got it.
Okay.
So not being frugal.
This is not frugality. People really need to understand the difference. Frugality is about making pointed decisions in the name of things like a budget. And you may opt not to, for example, go out with friends because you are trying to save for a home or pay down college debt. And that's a decision you make. Okay, you say, I'm not going to go, and I want to, guys, but really, I need to get over this hump with this debt or something like that, or not taking an expensive vacation, or maybe, making a homemade gift for someone, but you really make it from a really spirit of your heart or something like that. Does that make sense?
It does.
Beautiful gift, but it's handmade, so it cost you maybe time, but not money. Person who's miserly, not only are they not generous with their money, they're often not generous with their spirit or their time either. It's like miserliness, while in OCPD we are talking about money, it seems to generalize beyond that. They do hold back. And so it's an interesting thing because the money may become a tool of control. It may be that it's a way to stave off anxiety. If I've got enough money in the bank, everything will be fine. There's a lot of people out in the world who will tell you that's not true.
Absolutely.
So,
So this is the person where you all go out to dinner and everyone has a glass of wine except them, and instead of splitting the bill evenly, they raise their hand and go, actually, I didn't have that $8
even though it may only
glass
be a $15 difference, and they've got more than enough money. Remember, this is not the frugal person who says, I do want to go out with everyone, but I can't go over $50 tonight, and I'm not going to drink. But that's made known early in this, and if that feels uncomfortable, I'm happy to not go. With the person who is OCPD and you're talking about this miserliness, there's a real tension about it, almost a sense of judgment. Other people feel tense in this conversation. It almost saps the joy out of the situation.
I have been to dinners with somebody who is miserly. I didn't even know that word back then, but they were miserly, and it boggled my mind because it's not as though we were talking, like you mentioned, about a lot of money. We were talking about a few dollars, and they made a point that they were not going to put in that extra $2.
Yes, so it feels like it's definitely about something more than the money, right?
Well, and so, I mean, hello, when we talk about mental health, it's always more than what appears. So I want our viewers right here to comment below about any examples you've experienced with someone who was a little miserly, maybe at dinner, maybe at an event, a birthday party or something. Now, just because you're miserly with money does not mean you have OCPD. It is one of many criteria.
It's one of 8 criteria. And you could potentially be miserly, but you may not be devoted to productivity. You may not be somebody who is sort of controlled and about orderliness and all of that. Then you just may be miserly. And it's an interesting issue because even though miserliness is only the only time we see that sort of explicitly stated is in OCPD. When we look at other diagnostic patterns like narcissistic personality disorder, we do see things like is often envious of the lifestyle of others. And that does imply money, but really miserliness is the one time it's like really about that money and the idea of hoarding money or saving money for some sort of future emergency.
What does OCPD look like though?
OCPD, it's a maladaptive, long-standing pattern present in more situations than not, characterized by orderliness, perfectionism, a tendency to emotional mental and environmental control, a certain form of inefficiency. You get caught in the details, but you lose the whole sort of bigger picture. There's a loss of mental flexibility, or even any kind of like lifestyle flexibility, if you will, a real lack of openness to new kinds of experiences or points of view, and sort of getting so caught in details you don't get things done, as well as a tendency to ruminate, to think about old events, things that have happened, and to keep playing those things over in your head.
We filmed a fascinating series on this. It was really eye-opening, but it took me a while to fully understand. And if people are watching this and want to learn more, they can go to MedCircle.com, become a member, and access our entire series with Dr. Ramani on obsessive compulsive personality disorder, not OCD, two separate things. We also go into detail with that, so head over to MedCircle.com to access this series and more. I'm Kyle Kittleson, and remember, whatever you're going through, you got this. Thanks for watching. Your next step is to go to MedCircle.com and finish watching this series. There you can also access other series and get actionable advice and simple explanations. Continue your mental health journey at MedCircle.com, and I'll see you there.